Hello, everybody. Welcome into Saturday, February 2nd, 2024. Ken Style Live with the Zoom homies with Ken Style Live. We have William, we have Greg, we have Sid, we have Rich, we have Darren, who's still up, amazingly enough, at 3 a.m. in the morning. And we have Jeff Skiman, 21632 Pearl, joining us. Greg, you are not only the first person to chat, it appears you're the only person to chat.
You win the prize.
You do what, Darren?
Sorry.
I put stuff in the chat this afternoon.
Not on my chat. You didn't, because I didn't put this up until 9 o'clock tonight. You talking about Doug's chat or my chat? Now they're filing in. Mike Wojak says hi, everyone. Rick Lake says hello. Yeah, I got home. We got home from all the running around. I had to take a nap. I was worn out. And I told Mrs. K, wake me up when dinner is done. And please make that between 8:30 and 9-ish. 8:58, she wakes me up. And technically, she was not wrong because it was still before 9. At least that's the argument that I was given. So, and then after I ate, I started to stream. That's why there's no fancy openings or anything. I didn't do anything on the computer today. I drove today. I was driving. Yeah, I came up with a great idea about halfway home. Next time we go, I'm actually going to see if I can buy a case of the product that we go over there to get. And that should last at least a year, I hope, depending on how big the case is. Yeah, I know, Bill. I know. The theory's good. Whether or not that's going to work or not, I don't know. Anyway, I did listen to the majority of Doug's. That's all I got to say about that while I'm live. I actually had something in mind that I wanted to do when I got home because Mrs. K laughed at something Doug said. And then by the time I got home, I had forgotten what that was. So I'm going to replay it because once I hear it again, you'll see it tomorrow night. Let's just put it that way. We got plenty of junk food for tomorrow for the Stupid Bowl. We're trying a couple new things out from Costco. 3 stores today: Maligayas, Costco, Walmart.
I went to Walmart too.
I thought I saw you there.
I went to Walmart 3.
Why didn't you wave back? I was waving.
I was looking for stuff. They keep moving stuff out.
Yeah, I was in the nosebleeds. Looking down.
We keep going to the same little Walmart around the corner, and the guy that I did the short video on that's got 2,300 views now, he was working, and I says, well, what is the deal? Every time I'm here, you're here. He goes, I work every day except Monday and Tuesday. I jokingly told him, I'll start shopping on Monday and Tuesday then. He got it. He laughed. He's got a great sense of humor. So it was good catching up with my high school friend. He was one of the 4 of us that ran around together. There was Dave, Mike, Jim, or Jimmy as we called him, Crash as my dad called him because he couldn't drive a car, and myself. I know where Dave's at now. I know where Jimmy's at. I've known where Jimmy's at for a while. And I am still looking for Mike. He seems to have fallen off the face of the earth. But we got some ideas. We're going to try to, I don't want this to sound horrible, but track him down. Long Dog, 2,300 views makes him practically a YouTube star. Yeah, it's funny too because I did 2 short interviews that day. And the one kid I thought would do relatively good, nothing. Not even 200. The other kid that I wasn't sure what would happen, last I checked, was a little over 2,300. So people are finicky. That is for sure.
Oh, yeah.
I'm going to ask a gaming question of William. What level are you now?
229.
Are you trying to get to where it caps out, or what? What is your goal
I
here?
don't know. It goes up every day.
Well, you play it 27 and a half hours a day. What do you expect? $2.29. Wow.
Of course, I'm playing a lot of the Vanguards and that.
Yeah, but you're gaining enough points that you seem to be leveling up about every other day or every day. So that's good. That is real good.
I got my average about 50,
Oh, I'm sorry. I
75,000 a day.
I misspoke. The guy from Walmart now has 3,073 views. So I've picked up a few. There we go. There's the first English. Oh my God. Oh,
You should have finished that word.
yeah. Can you imagine? Censor. 3,073. And the other guy's now up to 543. So that's good. It's slowly picking up speed. That is good. Hello, Chris. Chris Garrett
Hey.
joins us.
How you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
Good.
I'm a little jealous, though. I mean, all I see is a black box with your name on it. Doug Betts gets to see you.
You don't want to see me right now. I got a shirt on.
Oh,
That's
okay.
all you got on is a shirt? Nope, don't want to see you. You're right.
No shirt.
Oh, no shirt. Well, we could do a no shirt day and just have the cameras right here and, whatever.
Check up from the neck up.
Yeah,
I'm
exactly.
not doing that again. I've already done that one time.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It
that was
happens.
enough.
Yeah, it was. So did anything get accomplished on Doug's today? I got a phone call and it cut it off, and I just didn't want to pull over and reconnect to YouTube. I wanted to get this day over with.
Not really.
All right. Did they get Sam Lazar's issue fixed?
Yeah.
Sam fixed it.
Okay, good.
He had to uninstall all that extra manufacturer laptop software. Then
Okay.
he reinstalled it and it worked.
So he uninstalled it and then reinstalled it and it works?
I think
Yeah.
Okay. That almost makes you wonder if there had to be a specific order of installation on that. or not.
he might have did a fresh install of Windows 11, and he didn't do the manufacturer stuff.
Okay. Well, the bottom line is you got it fixed, so that's cool. Oh, I forgot to put Cracker Barrel in there. We ate at Cracker Barrel over in Champaign this afternoon. And that was after we had gone to the Filipino store. It was pretty good. They had a pancake special and their potato casserole, whatever, the hash brown casseroles. They made it
Yeah,
into
that's
like
good.
tater tots. Man, that stuff was good. It had cheese and onion and bacon on it.
That sounds good.
Hell, it
We've
was. It was
always
real
had
good.
that.
They've always had those,
Well,
Chris.
maybe not at your Cracker Barrel, but they might be just certain Cracker Barrels.
Yeah, we haven't gone to Cracker Barrel now in quite some time, so it might be that it has been there for a while. And she liked the pancake so well that up on the shelf they were selling pancake mix. So guess what we bought for $5.99?
Pancake mix.
Flour.
Pancake mix, yes. Had to kind of laugh at her. You know the little bitty bottles of syrup they give out now? They don't give out the big bottles of syrup. They give out little bitty bottles of syrup. And they brought us two. One of them is sitting in our kitchen right now. I sure hope I don't get her in trouble for saying that. Like someone from Cracker Barrel is watching.
Oh, they don't care if you bring those home.
I would think they can't put them back into circulation once they hit the table. And that's why I told her, I said, sure, just go ahead and take it home, because I don't foresee them bringing it out, putting it back in, if it's not open, or they don't have any idea of knowing if it's not open. So I didn't see any harm in it. I did not have syrup on my pancakes. I'm still watching what I eat. We did discover something new from Costco today. White chocolate raspberry cranberry bark.
Wow.
It is good. I did chunk me off a little bit of it, and it's good. I figured that was one serving right there. It says one serving has 20 grams of sugar in it, which is kind of high, but it was just one serving, so I should be okay. Um, it was a long day. Been a long day. What's everybody else been up to? Let's get some conversation going here.
Well, I'll tell you what we're having for dinner tomorrow for the Super Bowl. I'm making homemade pork tenderloin, scalloped potatoes, and 3-bean salad. So that's gonna be our dinner.
I could care less about the Super Bowl.
Yeah, I mean we're gonna watch movies back and we're gonna just check it out here and there because her father kind of watches it. So
So I'll get with you privately to get your address. You're about 9 hours away. I figure I leave here about, let's see, 9 in the morning. That's plenty of time. If the game is as bad as I think it'll be, we can leave and get back home in time to do the 10 o'clock show.
there you go.
We
Anyways,
just
well,
bought chips. We're gonna have regular dinner, and then we bought chips. Trying 2 dips out from Costco. One we knew about. One she said, "Oh, this looks good." Looks horrible. I had to watch my voice because she's sitting right over there watching a new Korean TV, which Netflix has started its ads,
Yeah.
and they're not the 30-second variety either. One was 75 seconds in length. I'm really debating on whether I'm going to keep that or not. It's part of my phone plan.
So you have to pay for Netflix and they still have ads?
I get my Netflix through my phone plan. I
Well,
might
that's still
contact them and say, what gives? Why did you change it? You know, what's it going to cost to get it back to no ads? Or I might just say, take it off and it'll lower the bill. So I don't watch much Netflix. And I'm thinking about Amazon Prime. Amazon Prime has said they are going to start adding ads as well.
yeah.
If that happens, what 2 shows I watch off of Amazon Prime, I may go a different route with that. I haven't decided yet, but free shipping is nice. Tony, switching gears here a little bit. I think Tony might be working on his computer. I haven't seen him in chat yet. Let me send him a real quick text message just to see what the status of that is. Please have a conversation with somebody. Is Alex here? Oh, doggone it.
No, he ain't here yet.
Not yet.
You'd
Yeah.
hear something.
Oh, yeah, we would. Another new update for Apple iOS just came out. Wonderful.
I'm sure he'll let us know about that too.
He doesn't have Apple. He's got an Android. Josh Kinder has Apple, and he is streaming. I do know he played Fortnite with Doug and Dennis, and when I looked a few minutes ago, he was still going. Still is live. He's playing with somebody called Randy Jones. They played quite a bit last night. Had to giggle at Josh because Randy is not the good old boy that Joshy thinks he is. Hello, Jeff R.
So,
Evening, Jeff.
sorry I'm late. I was finishing up something online elsewhere.
I figured you were trying to get around the city of Vegas in preparation for tomorrow's fiasco.
No, the traffic was already getting bad today. I went up I-15 okay, but all of the side streets around the stadium were like bumper to bumper today.
Oh, can you imagine what it'll be like tomorrow?
So I just drove up the 15 up in North Las Vegas
Bring my
to go.
camera back.
So they're already getting to the stadium this early?
No, but a lot of streets around there have been blocked off, so just normal traffic is having to take detours. Some of these streets have been blocked off for 3 weeks already. Some are just being blocked off since yesterday, but it's a mess.
Think of the security behind all this. Wow.
Yeah.
Well, and the stadium, even the outside, looks different in the sense that all around the sides of it, they've set up tents, and you got to go through the tent and show your stuff to get in, your
Right.
ticket and ID or whatever. I assume, I don't know.
I remember going.
Couldn't afford to go to that. Well,
Sure.
I wouldn't pay the price for a normal game. That's just between you and me and the gatepost, so to speak. I certainly don't have the money to pay for a Super Bowl ticket.
It's a
Yeah,
little bit different,
I
but
wouldn't.
it's a
Go
little
ahead,
bit
Chris.
different, but it's with traffic and all that. I remember going to Atlanta to a Braves game. It was when it was the old Fulton County Stadium. They were building the new, with what they were going to use for the Olympic Stadium. Then it was going to be the Braves Stadium, whatever it's called, what's
Right.
it called.
Right.
And they had cause they built it in the old parking lot, and then they just tore down the old stadium and
Made it a parking
walked it
lot.
over. But they had
They must have made it
people
hell to
parking.
park. Well, both of them were.
People
Still
were
there.
they had people parking in people's front yards and
Mm.
on the side of the street and blocking where you can't get
There
out.
are,
All that. It was a
I
mess.
haven't looked it up. There are places you can park and then get on a shuttle to go to the stadium here if you want. I'm sure for the right amount of money. But I can't think of a pro football game I would pay money to go and sit in the stadium. If I wanted to watch one, I would do it on TV.
Oh
Sure.
yeah.
There
Sure.
was a Volkswagen Beetle that was blocking somebody in, and these two big old men, they picked that car up and moved it.
So if I happen to be back at the right time, I might go to and watch my old college play at the stadium. I've never watched a football game from the new what I consider the new stadium at Kansas State. Even when I was there in grad school, I never went to a game, although our married student housing was about 3 blocks from the stadium. But I was there to do other stuff. I wasn't there to have a good time at that point. I was already married and trying to work my ass off to get done so I could get out and start supporting my wife.
Right.
But I wouldn't mind going and watching one of their games sometime if I happen to be in the area. I wouldn't make a special trip back to do it, but I would go to one of their games. I like college sports much more than I do pro sports. to
Oh
be
yeah.
honest.
Well, it's still in the game mode more or less.
But and even say going to basketball. To me, basketball is not supposed to be a contact sport, and that's what it is in the pros.
Oh gosh,
Oh, yeah.
yes. It's violent.
I mean, they wouldn't want me for a referee in the pros. I'd have everybody fouled out within 5 minutes. And that's just not the way they play it. And so, I mean, they can do what they want, I guess. I just don't enjoy it.
Yeah, my dad took me to see the Boston Celtics play Indiana Pacers way back in the
Well,
early
back
90s.
then, it was actually, I'm sure you would have had a good time watching a pro game with the Celtics.
I did. It was a good game, but it is so violent. You don't see it on TV, but we had really good seats. And as they're cutting through the lane, an elbow would be thrown. You know, the jersey would be grabbed. You'd be tripped, and I mean, and they never call those fouls either.
Well, and just like if you look at Shaquille O'Neal, I mean, he is a big fellow.
Yes,
Oh,
he
yeah.
is.
I mean, that's why he did it. I mean, he obviously has some athletic skills too, but it's one of the reasons he was successful. He can just shove people out of the way.
Yeah.
Not even, I mean, doing like that. It's just with his body.
Right. You run into him, and you're gonna
He
bounce
bounced off.
away. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Exactly. I'm surprised there's no headlines on give us an update where Taylor Swift is at the
Oh.
moment.
She was in LA the last I saw. I saw a headline about that.
She's already back in LA, and everybody was all concerned she's not going to make
Mm.
it to Vegas.
Well, I think I saw that, but I mean, she was doing a concert overseas someplace, and
Japan.
know,
Japan going
I mean, I have no doubt she can get back whenever she wants. She's got enough money to do that.
Yes. Yes.
And I don't also don't see why everybody's so freaking interested in it. I mean, she can date the guy she wants to, and they can have a good time, and that's fine. But I mean, why is this world-shaking news? You know?
You got me. I mean, don't be shocked if tomorrow night's show is called the Taylor Swift Bowl. Just saying.
Taylor Swift Bowl.
Well, I thought maybe you'd be calling the Puppy Bowl tomorrow.
No. We are going to start. We'll watch some of the football game. The 10 o'clock show will start on time. I don't know if it will be over or not. It should be starting
at
here.
3:30 here, I think.
Right, 6:30 here. So
it ought to be done.
3.5 hours. I would hope so.
Although,
Well, I don't know though,
depends
because
how
they're going to
many
have
people have paid for minute and a half commercials.
well, that and you got the halftime bowl or the halftime whatever that is, and
More like
I'm going to say it right now, live and unscripted. I won't be shocked when Taylor Swift walks out onto the stage during the halftime show. Not going to shock me.
Of course not.
I
Yeah.
don't know.
Bobby Warren says, "Hey, Ken." Hello, Bobby.
The halftime show I remember is where they had the what's her name's malfunction with the top with the
Oh yeah. Yeah. Pulled her. Yeah.
Janet
actually
Jackson.
pulled it. Yep.
Yep. Now, I mean, I might
That was
I
planned.
watch halftime if I thought they were going to do that again with somebody worth looking at. Not that she wasn't then, but she's old like some of us folks now.
She's older for sure. I don't know her exact age. I don't know if she's getting
I
into
think
our
she's
category.
between 45 and 50 now, isn't she? Or close to 45 anyway.
No idea.
She
Is
did
that
have a
Taylor
kid
Swift?
within the last 5 or 10 years, didn't she?
Again,
I
Didn't tell
vaguely remember
She's
something
younger
about
than that. Taylor Swift is.
Taylor Swift's 34.
Oh,
Don't ask me how I know, but she's 34. Surprised myself, I know that. Monday morning, though, Taylor Swift is done. Long Dog says 57.
That's what
I
I was
guess
thinking.
I hope he's thinking
Yeah.
Janet Jackson is 57.
Janet Jackson is 57.
Yeah.
57, okay. Wow.
She has one child. It doesn't give the name. This is Wikipedia. Hey, she's from Indiana. From Gary.
Believe they were born, I want to say Fort Wayne, I believe is where they
It
started.
says she's
I
from
think.
Gary. I don't know how.
Or
that-
Gary. You're right, it is Gary.
Indiana.
Yeah.
She's been married 3 times.
She's keeping up with me.
Yep.
We've got a side bet competition going on.
Okay. Hmm.
Wasn't Gary, Indiana one of the predominant songs in The Music Man? I think it was The Music
What
Man.
about that? Gary, Indiana was a steel town, wasn't it, mainly?
Yeah.
Mainly, yeah.
Yeah.
I think it was The Music Man.
I think
It's
you're
one,
right.
it's one of them boring movies I had to sit through because my mom wanted to watch it and there wasn't anything else to do on the farm. Nothing, anything else. There you go. Try to say that 10 times fast. Oh my goodness. Tim Tech Wiz joins us over in the chat room. Hello, Tim.
Oh, excuse me.
Oh, I know how you feel. Man, I'm
Got something done today, at least. I slept late and I went out and ate my brunch at the cafe I like. The kids were gone today, which is unusual. They're
over
back.
by that airport on the north side of town.
Yep.
Yeah, we
Lots of planes flying in to all
Oh,
the
yeah.
airports, all three
yeah.
of them.
I read an article.
Yeah,
Go ahead. No, go ahead.
I read all of the spots that you can tie down a plane at are sold at all the airports.
Right. That was the article I read is where will Taylor Swift park her plane? And they were so concerned that she was going to have to land in LA, park the plane, and then get over to the stadium. And then someone made a comment that, well, you do know she can land in Vegas. They can debark, and the plane can go wherever it wants to go. It can go back to Japan. For
Oh, yeah.
Oh my gosh.
She could jump out in a parachute.
Oh, Chris, let's not give her any ideas.
Oh,
It's
The
already a debacle as it is. Let's not give them any ideas whatsoever. Can you,
other,
Chris?
okay.
If she jumps in tomorrow in a parachute, I'm blaming you.
In other pro football related news, Patrick Mahomes' wife, Brittany,
Yep.
is now a Sports Illustrated swimsuit model.
And she
Yeah.
got Rookie of the Year or some nonsense like that.
I don't know. I'm just looking at the headline on Yahoo here. I haven't read the thing.
Wintermute
Yeah,
drops us a
that-
link. I'm going out on a limb and saying the link that Wintermute dropped us is going to be related not to the Super Bowl, but probably Taylor Swift. Opening said link now and closing said link. The first words are Taylor Swift lands in
Yeah.
Los Angeles. Had a big game.
Yeah,
Likely.
is that an open top stadium?
What? The
Yeah.
stadium here? No. No,
You're-
it's not open.
It's not open? I thought it was. I thought it had the
No.
retractable roof.
I don't know. Well, I don't know if it's retractable or not. It's closed now.
Well, yeah, that's because
Okay,
you've
they
been getting
were
all the
open.
rain.
I mean, I'd have to look. Boy, speaking of all the rain, the mountains around Vegas were really pretty today. It's been cold enough that the snow stayed on a bunch of them that it normally doesn't.
Oh, really? Nice.
I mean, all around the valley. Really nice looking. Have an article here that says Taylor Swift may come in a box or in a container some type, like a broom cart, simply for security reasons.
Oh, sure.
I don't know why they're saying that, but the stadium has extra security for the Super Bowl, of course. And
Come in a
they're
box.
saying they may try to slip her in without anybody knowing it, so people aren't crowding around trying to get to her and all that sort of crap.
It's called Allegiant Stadium, correct?
Yes, so
It is
Yeah.
fully enclosed and climate controlled with a capacity of 65,000 people.
I don't know if you can open the top or not. I'm guessing not. But I'm
No,
not sure.
no. A quick Google search shows it is fully enclosed.
I don't remember them saying anything about it being openable when they were building it. Whatever you call it, retractable.
Retractable, yeah. And the seating can NFL 65,000, expandable up to 71,835. That's interesting. And for soccer, it will hold 61,000. Is a soccer field bigger than a football field?
Yeah, I think a little bit. I
Yeah,
guess
it is.
up to
Okay, but
71,000. That's probably when they're having a concert or something. They can put more seating down low.
probably. But you would think the area that the fields are going to sit in would be pretty much standardized for a football field and or a soccer field. So unless they put stands,
No.
I don't. That's very interesting. I may have to look into that. I'm surprised it doesn't have a retractable roof. I really am. You figure being out there that it would be. I mean, here in Indianapolis, the Lucas Oil Stadium, it's got a retractable roof.
All right.
Huh. Interesting.
That's
And we're
why
coming
they-
up on 30 minutes. Looks like Tim Tech had some dinner from Cheddar's, I guess he said. Wait a minute. Chicken strip, yeah, from Cheddar's Scratch Kitchen. Chicken strips, buffalo
Soccer
sauce,
fields are
strawberry
not
lemon.
standardized.
No.
Do what?
There's not a fixed size for a soccer field. It depends where you are.
Really? So we can play, okay.
A standard soccer pitch, which is what they call a field, is between 110, 120 yards long and 70 to 80 yards wide. The ideal is 120 yards long and 75 yards wide.
What's a football field?
120, let's see. American football field is 120 yards in length. That counts the end zones
Right.
by 53.3
Yeah,
yards wide. So it's narrower than a soccer field.
I
Right.
played indoor and outdoor soccer, so yeah.
So
Played soccer very little in high school when they couldn't come up with any games for us to play during PE, and
Mhm.
it didn't go well. Bunch of farm kids playing soccer. Use your imagination on that one.
I had a left wing that would never pass back to me in the center. It's like,
They would have been
terrible.
better playing volleyball.
yeah.
Tried my hand at that too, because we had to do silly things like the varsity basketball team had to take on the varsity girls volleyball team, and we always got our butts kicked. Them girls were good.
Yeah.
They knew what they were doing. Speaking of girls, my high school girls team won back-to-back sectionals this year, and they went to the regionals, but they lost by 9 points in the regionals. That's an accomplishment. My sister's son's daughter, which would be her granddaughter, won their regional tonight, so they're going to move on to the Simmons State. And of course, it's all in a specific class. It's not like it used to be where everybody was thrown into one pool and you emerged or you didn't, and we never did because we were a small school. So I'm going to go ahead and wrap it up. We're a little over 30 minutes. I want to thank everyone for being here. I want to thank Long Dog Bobby Warren, Tim Tech Wiz, Wintermute, Greg Guy for being first. Congratulations, Greg. I don't want to say there'll be a conspiracy to make sure that never happens again, but that'll never happen again. Rick Lakes was here. Ski Man was here. And there was one other guy that did, I can't say his name. We need simple
Borgranta?
names. Who?
Borgranta,
That would be him. Yes, thank you. We need,
61103.
yes,
mean,
we
there
need
are-
simple names. Change your name to Bob.
So there
Bill.
are another 61,102 Borgrantas.
What was this now?
Okay, he's Borgranta 61,103. So
Right.
does that mean there are
1,100. Gotcha. Good night, everybody. If you want to join us on the Zoom panel, there's the link, case.z00m.
All right. Good to see you, Borgranta.
Yes, very good to see everyone tonight. See you tomorrow night, right after this.
Borg.
Yeah,
Is
saw
he
that.
here to assimilate us?
could be. You never know. Borg I could get, but when you start adding them well, that's just out of my league.
English.
So, good night, everybody. Yes, Engrish. That got mentioned today on Doug Shaw, by the way. I heard that at least once. See ya. Greg, I did recognize you, right? I don't have to go back and start the show over.
I don't think you did.
He did.
Oh, let's throw out the red challenge flag and check. Goodbye.